Okay, so next we have the 6 trig functions. Okay. Okay, so let's write it down here. 6 trigonometry functions. All right. So there are 6 main trigonometry functions, and these trigonometry functions relate to the side of a right triangle of an angle. And so first, let's just define some terms that will be useful to indicating this question. So we have a triangle right here. I mean a right triangle. Okay, so let's call that oops, that should be A, B, and H. And let's say we got this angle at theta degree. Okay, so let's first define what these are. Oops. Okay, so theta, which is our angle. Yep. So this is a measure of angle intercepted by the hypotenuse and the leg of a right triangle. Okay, so intercepted by the hypotenuse and the leg of a right triangle. Okay, so and then we have our H, which is right here. And we'll just talk about the theta. So H is the it is representing hypotenuse, and which is the longest side of the right triangle. Okay, and coming up, we have our A, which is our adjacent. Yeah, in this case, the adjacent. Yep. So this is the leg that form the angle with hypotenuse. I'll just write HYP as a short form of hypotenuse. And last we have our B, which is opposite side. So this leg is not connected with the angle. So not connected with the angle. All right. Okay. So let's go back to our 6 trig functions. And let's just copy down the graph to the next page. Okay. Put it on the side. Okay. So the first one will be our sine function. Sine function. Okay. And so this related the angle, the opposite side, and the hypotenuse. And the relation is sine. We are SIN as a short as a symbol for sine. So sine theta. That means due to the respect of theta, this is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, which is in our case would be b over h. Okay. Yep. And our second one will be the cosine function. And let me see. Yep. So it is. We write cos as a symbol for cosine. So cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, which is a over h. Okay. So the only difference between cosine and sine are the numerator part. So one is opposite and one is adjacent. Okay. So coming up, we have our tangent function. All right. So this is related to the angle opposite side and the adjacent side. So we write, oops, change the color. We write tan as a symbol of tangent. So tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta. And if we just substitute what we have earlier, we'll get b over h over a over h. And by simplifying this, we will get b over a. Okay, so that's all we have for this. And then the last three functions are just the reciprocal of these three functions. So reciprocal. Okay, so let's count. Number 4 will be the cosecant function. Cosecant function, yeah. So this is the, let's write it down here, that is a reciprocal of the sine function. So reciprocal of the sine function, which is represented by the symbol CSC. So cosecant theta is equal to 1 over sine theta. Yeah, and recall sine theta is b over h. So if we want to take the reciprocal of that, it's gonna be h over b. Yeah. So we just switch the position of numerator and denominator. All right. So number 5 would be the secant function. Okay, which this is a reciprocal of the cosine function. Okay, so we will have SEC theta is equal to 1 over cosine theta, and recall cosine theta is a over h, so the reciprocal will be h over a. Okay, and our last one will be our cotangent function, which is the reciprocal of the tangent function. So cotangent theta is equal to 1 over tangent theta, which is equal to a over b. Okay. Yep. So those are all the 6 trig functions, 6 basic trig functions we have. Yeah, and when you're memorizing this, I suggest you memorizing them by pairs. So let's say we got sine theta is equal to b over h. So the cosecant function, which is a reciprocal of sine function, will be just the h over b. Okay, and for cosine theta, it is a over h. So the secant function just gonna be h over a, and for tangent is equal to b over a. So where the cotangent is just gonna be a over b. Okay, so that'll be the answer for this question. Let's leave a comment there. Oops. Just need to charge my computer real quick. Yeah. So I think those are all the questions for today. And if you enjoyed today's Q&A and would like to be notified of when we do this next, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell below. And if you would like to submit your own questions, please visit the links in the description. Remember to leave a like and a comment and share this video with your friend. And this has been Andrew from OneClass.